Marijuana man too, working on a Speed Queen and a little Horizon small front mount washer. What I had was an ESP alarm. So pull a couple of the things out of the manual here. This is in page 34 of this manual, and just the first one is the fuse loose or blown on the motor control board. The motor control board is down on the bottom here. That's not normally how you're going to find it. It's bolted in. Right now I've got a pulled out blade on its side. So it bolts in. There's a couple bolts in the back here. You don't take them right out. You just loosen those. You take the two out of the front, and then the board slides out. I did have to unclip a couple of wires at the back to get it coming out this far, but the fuse you can see is right there. So the fuse was blown on this one, so I'm not sure why, but we replaced that to start with, and we're running a test run on it now to see if that's what it's going to do. The next step, it says, is to check the voltage, and the nice thing with the manual here is it'll tell you, like for example, number 1, it shows you on the motor board, you know, the fuse to look for in the sides and stuff. And then number 2, it'll tell you what connectors on the motor board you should be going across. Same for number 3, gives you the connectors there up on the washer control assembly. The washer control assembly is up and behind this panel. The motor control board is down on the bottom. And then number 4 as well, it shows you across there. And that just helps you narrow down whether it's a wiring issue. You know, this one here, if you work your way through and all this is okay, then it says that it's actually the motor control. This one here says the harness. So it's pretty good troubleshooting steps you through. Like I said, what ran into here is the fuse was blowing. I'm not sure why. We'll run it and just keep an eye on it, make some notes that that's what we replaced. There is an issue kind of on a different note with some of these wires down in here. The tape, especially on the ones up in here for the vibration sensor, where the tape was, they had a tendency to crack through. So none of this wiring moves. It sits on the motor. The motor's all, you know, clamped back in there. So we'll unplug it, get all this stuff bolted back in, and make some notes and keep an eye on it and see if something else happens. But fuses blow for a reason, and so it could be something else wrong in there, and we'll just have to run it and find out. But as it is right now, it's up and running and everything seems fine. So there's the info for today. We'll see what happens.